may become effectual by the acknowledging of every good thing which is in you in Christ Jesus. Okay. So today in the third service, I'm going to be teaching on how to give commercial value to your gifting. How to give commercial value to your gifting. Our third service for first-timers is our Leadership and Economic Development service. This service is a specialized service and it has a focus. In this service, we're teaching personal development, leadership empowerment. We're teaching people about life, other dimensions of life, and helping to groom people to consolidate on being highly successful Christians. So it's professional, but everything that is taught aligns with the Word of God. It's faith-based, professional teachings. And just the same teachings that we teach outside of church without the scriptures. You understand? So I'm going to be sharing just a few things I believe will help you to give commercial value to your gifting. Let's see another scripture. Proverbs 22 and verse 29. Proverbs 22 and verse 29. Are we there? Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings and not before mere men. Proverbs 18 and verse 16. A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. Every one of us is loaded with potential. But listen, nobody will ever pay you for what you know. Nobody will pay you for what you know. What are you going to be paid for? You will be paid for what you're able to do with what you know. Life always starts from taking stock of the gifting that you possess. Life always starts from taking stock of the gifting you possess. You see, your gift is your edge over somebody else. Your gift offers you an advantage. Your gift is loaded with grace. So every gift carries God's enabling power with it. A gift was designed to create ease in your life. The gifts in our lives were designed to create ease. However, we must work our gifts for the value of those gifts to find expression. And so if you merge the things that we have read, in Philemon 1 verse 6, it says to acknowledge everything. You must acknowledge what was given to you. You must take stock. A time comes when you enumerate, when you list the things you believe you have. You don't know everything you have yet, but as you acknowledge what you have and begin to work out what you have, in the course of time, the things that you have that you don't even know begin to find expression. We found in Proverbs 18 and verse 16 that the gift of a man makes room for him and brings him before great men. Wow. So your gifts can introduce you to greatness. But how do we make that happen? Two other scriptures. Proverbs 22 verse 29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings and not before mere men. So you need diligence in your gifting to migrate towards greatness. You need diligence in your gifting to migrate towards greatness. Someone did say one time, and I totally agree, that success, I think it was that Thomas Edison or Albert Einstein? One of them. He said success is 1% genius and 99% perspiration. What that simply means is talent is not enough. It's not enough that you have a gift. Yes, we understand your gift was created to give you an edge. Your gift has enabling power. Your gift, was created for ease. But you must work the gift. You have to work the gift. That's why you need diligence in your gift. You can have the gift of poetry, for example. If you don't work it, it stays dormant. It cannot produce beyond the level to which you have worked it. We usually say it is God's responsibility to determine your gifting. It's your responsibility to place a price tag on it. How do you place a price tag on your gifting? By working it. By working it. By working it. So seest thou a man diligent. You need diligence in your business. What's your business? Your gift. This man will stand before kings. If I really plan to stand before kings, I should be standing in the place of work as far as my gift right now. Because it is what I produce from working my gift that enables me migrate towards greatness. Too many potential great people. Too many potential successes. Potential will not determine success by itself. No, it is potential worked. In physics, we're taught about potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy is energy at rest. Kinetic energy is energy in motion or at work. So it's not enough that you have a potential. You must give life to it. You must work it out until it begins to speak. I noticed when I read in Habakkuk 2 that everybody was supposed to have a voice. Everybody was supposed to have a voice. Habakkuk 2 from verse 1, I'll get me upon my watch, I'll get me upon the tower, I'll stand upon my watch to see what he would say and what I would answer when I am reproved. Then write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And then the next part strikes me. So write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So many things there. Number one, that vision is given by God. It's planted in our hearts. And people are supposed to run with it. For every vision, there is provision. Now, what's even provision? Provision are the resources that God makes available for the fulfillment of our vision. But at what point does our vision become magnetic to the resources that can sponsor it? Because those are the people who will run with it, right? Now, read on. Verse 3. Verse 3. Verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. Okay. But at the end, it shall what? Speak. Somebody say it shall speak. Say it one more time, it shall speak. Now, personalize it. My vision shall speak. Say it like you believe it. My vision shall speak. So your vision was designed with a voice. Your vision was designed with a voice. Your vision carries a voice. But I like where it says, it shall speak. It does not begin to speak from when you receive it. It only begins to speak when you develop it. How do I know? It's right there. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. What do you do when you're waiting on the vision? What do you do when you're hoping and tarrying that the vision will carry a voice? You build capacity. And he said, write the vision, make it plain. Listen, clarity and capacity give voice to vision. Clarity and capacity release the voice of vision. Is somebody following here? Acknowledge your gift. Work your gift. And you start migrating towards greatness, towards kings. Number one thing you're going to do if you're going to give commercial value to your gifting, I've said some of them, but I'll just enumerate them. Number one, identify your gifts. Take stock of your gifts. We like other people's gifts. Take a moment and consider what gifts you have. Did you know that you have gifts? Pray that God will open your eyes to what your gift is. Pray that God will reveal what your strength is. I know my strengths. That's why life is working for me. That's the truth. I know my strengths, and I have built around my strengths. And I was privileged to find some of my strengths very early in my life. So I started building around those strengths. The things I have built around those strengths for the rest of my life, I can't be ignored. For the rest of my life, that's the truth. I can't be ignored because I have built around my strengths for a long time. For a long time. I've built around my strengths for a long time. So whatever I do adds value. And you know how life is designed? Life was designed for contribution, not for existence. Life was not designed for existence. Life was designed for contribution. You cannot be ignored if you are a contributor. Nobody contributes favorably to a system and is ignored. No. It's just one of the major laws that governs life. We are rewarded in accordance to the quality of our contribution. So I'm in different places at different times. Sometimes just having conversations with people that solve their problems. You're rewarded all the time. All the time. All the time. Identify your gifting. Number 2, develop your gifting. Add value to your gifting. So number 2, add value to your gifting. Add value to your gifting. When you find your strength, don't just sit with it and be excited. When you find your strength, add value to it. One question you should ask yourself, what can I do to make this thing very valuable? What can I do? What can I do to make this thing very valuable? So I found as a young man early the things I needed to do to give strength, value, quality to the gifting that I possess. Now, with what mind should you add value to your gifting? You use your vision to determine how much value to add. Because if your vision is not to go too far, then you will not do too much. But if your vision is to go very far, then you will do sufficiently enough as required to build the capacity to go that far. I said the 2 things that give your vision a voice are what? Clarity and capacity. Clarity speaks to the specific thing. You can't want to be everybody. And some people are distracted because they use the outward expressions of success as their major force of attraction, right? So this person is doing this and it looks like he's getting money from me. Whoa, that's where I want to go. This guy, I thought this guy was making money. I was like, I met this guy. This guy is making money. And then you begin to flow here. Wow, this lady, my God. And you're just following the outward expressions of people's successes. Money is not success. You won't like what I'm about to say, but listen carefully. Money is not success. Success creates money. What then is success? By the way, in one of my books, How to Create Your Own Job, I wrote and I said, real money is not what you have in a bank account. Real money is an empowered resource within a man which can be manipulated at will to produce rewards. So money is not what you have in the bank. Real money. That money can be lost. Has anybody ever lost money here before? I have some great anointed people here who have never lost money in their lives. If you've never lost money, I'd like to invite you to pray for me, please, wherever you are. You've never lost money in your entire life, ever. I mean, people like Ada, I don't think. Ada, have you ever lost money before in this life? A whole you? No, I don't think you are. Alex, ever lost money before? No, I don't believe you. Magdalene. No. People like Magdalene, no. She's too good to lose money. I don't think she ever lost money before. Not to talk of the lawyer. No. Barrister Cynthia. I'm not sure. And then people like Pastor Power, even his name. Power. I know. Pastor Power. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you've lost money before. What's my point? Money in the bank can be lost. It can be lost. But there's money that cannot be lost. The one in you can never be lost. The resource in you can never be lost. The gifting in you can never be lost. And how do we improve on our money earning capacity? By developing our gift. Add value to your gift. Hey, add value to your gift. Don't let that gift work at one level for too long. We can meet you at this level 5 years ago and it's operating on the same scale 5 years later. No, take it a notch higher. Take it a notch higher. And then another notch higher. And then 10 notches higher. What value are you adding to your gift? So you're going to read, study, learn, and get apprenticeship from people who are operating on a higher level as far as that gift. Take it a notch higher. Take it a notch higher. Add value to your gift. Number 3, organize your gift. Organize your gift. And let me give an example. Someone barbs. Okay, someone like Tosin is a professional barber. Yeah, professional. And so let's imagine that someone barbs so very well, and every friend just calls him to come and barb for free. I know you barb. Please, my hair is bushy. Can you pass by? So in one day, you pass by 7 friends' houses and barb them for free. You just leave your everyday barbing people for free, and you are very good, and they really, in fact, you are very good. You know, I don't allow anybody else barb me. It's just you. And they just say thank you, and that's it. You will die hungry. You already understand that you will die hungry. But let's imagine that you organize the gift. Let's imagine that the business has a name. Let's imagine that the services have fees. Home service has a fee. You come to me, different fee. Hairstyles, or this or that or that. You organize that service. You organize the service. You position yourself for commercial value when you organize the service. So they are not receiving you as David or Solomon or Tosin or Moses. They are engaging you as a business. They're engaging you as a business. Now let me balance this, because some people like to run off on the wrong footing. There's a season for free service, and that season is for adverts and training. You offer free service when you're still trying to train yourself, when you're trying to be visible, when you're trying to be known, and when you're trying to advertise. As a matter of fact, you must intentionally sometimes offer free service for the purpose of advert. Now, even when you have become a big-time professional, let me sell an idea to you. Look for very well-known people. Make something for them. Offer a service. You know, just tell someone, I'm a professional barber, this, that. Sir, I like to barb you for free. Guess what? It adds to your profile. You barb so and so and so. You barb this person, a very well-known name. You can use that as leverage to penetrate different markets and to do service for many different people. You're such a great editor, but you don't have jobs coming to you. Think of somebody who's a very well-known name. Sir, I'd like to edit your next book. Oh, I edit. I do this, da, 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 da. And then you have proofs of work that you've done. I'd like to edit your next book for free. Guess what? When I'm marketing to Victor, I'll say, as a matter of fact, I have an edit for Pastor 𝐴𝐾. Whoa. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? And then you mention the title of the book that you edited and show the book. Wow. If you can edit for him, I think I need you to edit for me. Because Pastor 𝐴𝐾 is known for maybe quality or excellence or this or that or that. If you can edit for him, it means you can edit. You have to find a way to market. You're a lady, you sew lovely dresses. But the business is not flowing like that. Look for some prime people and make free dresses for them. It's marketing. Have you seen one very well-known tailor? And who showed me that video? Was that Pastor Saint or someone? Showed me a video of a very well-known tailor, one of the biggest guys in the fashion industry in Nigeria. His video clip with Bishop Oyedepo. Vodi, yeah, Shei Vodi. You think Bishop went there to buy clothes? Let me tell you, and this is the sense that some people have not yet struck. What do you think would take Bishop to someone's business premises? Yes, he's his son in the Lord. Yes, I appreciate that, and he can go to bless him. I can assure you that for years, he has made him some of the clothes that he wears. You hear Bishop Abioye stand and say, for 20-something or 30-something years, or for how long, he has not bought clothes. They come in two ways. There are major fashion designers that make clothes for him for free. And all they need in their business is just that grace presence. But it's also impossible to hear that they make clothes for Bishop and not place them somewhere. Because when you've not started, you've not broken through, you're not visible, you're going to call price that people pay only once in 3 years. It doesn't make sense. Yes, it does not make sense. You have to learn how to break into the business space. Is anything making sense to anybody? Organize your gifting. Number 4, package your gifting. So the presentation of your service must be good. Yes, you have developed it. It is very good. But the presentation must be good. The presentation must be good. Because you are a very good cook, an irresistible chef, does not mean you should serve food in broken dishes. And I've told you, culinary arts go way beyond the taste of the food. Culinary arts is a combination of taste and presentation. If you watch cooking videos, competitions, I mean, there's several of them, right? You will realize that food is judged not only on the basis of taste. It is judged on the basis of presentation, appeal, physical appeal, and then the presentation. So someone's food tastes very good, but it's not really appealing. You don't know until you taste it. Someone else has things designed. You know, green peppers have become triangular eyes on eggs, carrots to make lips on an egg that is standing on cucumber, sliced cucumber. So the sliced cucumber is the base for the egg, and this egg has eyes that are green from green peppers, lips that are orange from carrots. Wow. Do you understand what I'm saying? With one leaf just sticking out from somewhere. That's culinary art. It's beyond the taste of the food, the presentation. You must package what you do properly. It shouldn't just always be your mouth. Yeah, see, give me a try. If I taste it, you will see. I'm telling you, I swear. No, there's no need. Jacob was a great marketer. Great marketer. Esau kept stressing that red pottage. Look, everything in the Bible is important. Every detail communicates to us some understanding and revelation. Why did Esau keep saying that red, 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 red? The coloring mattered. I said the coloring mattered. The appeal. So the smell, the color. A man was willing to sell his birthright for food. He had not tasted it yet. He was already too sure. Oh yeah, look at that. Genesis 25 verse 30, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red, not just that same pottage, red pottage. Presentation. How do you present your gifting? How do you present your stuff? When you dry clean clothes, you're a dry cleaner. How are the clothes presented? I know they are well ironed. Oh, there's no wrinkle anywhere. But how do you give them? You just hold the clothes by hand and give them. How do you present these clothes? The presentation always matters. It always matters. How do you present the clothes you sew? Presentation matters. How do you serve food in your restaurant? Presentation matters. Presentation matters. It matters. So organize. Package. So number 1, identify. Number 2, add value to your gifting. Number 3, organize. Number 4, package them properly. And lastly, of course, which summarizes everything, excellent service delivery. Excellent service delivery. Plan for excellence. Plan for excellence. Plan for excellence. I've seen things that amaze me every time I was in IKEA one time. IKEA is IKEA. I don't know if you ever heard of that name, that store. IKEA is a big brand. Very big brand. They sell household stuff from furniture to beddings to a lot of household stuff. Plenty. It's massive. So I'm in IKEA one time and I find stuff made from, and I wish I had sent the pictures because I kept pictures for third service. Anyways, so I find things made of raffia. There's no raffia in the United Kingdom. They don't produce raffia in the United Kingdom. It's imported. Our raffia in this territory is in 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐭'𝐥𝐥. Right? You go through 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐭'𝐥𝐥 and on the road, that's one of their biggest crafts. It's one of their biggest arts. Okay, but I'm looking at these things and the things they have made with it, from chandeliers to all kinds of beautiful crafts made from raffia. So beautiful and selling in pound sterling. And in my head, I'm like, wow, this is in 𝐓𝐴𝐴. You know? You know, one time Nigeria went for a competition, and it was an international exhibition. Nigeria, we carried our crafts and carried our stuff, things made in Nigeria. At the end of the competition, the scorecard was read for every country. For Nigeria, our appraisal was that we had very good quality products, but we failed in the place of packaging. We failed in the place of packaging. Someone has got to tell himself, I'm going to go the extra mile to making my service excellent. Oh, I thought about excellence the other time. You know, go get the teachings and learn about excellence. But I'm going to go the extra mile to make this thing excellent. I'm not going to settle for the average thinking or the average standard. I'm going to go the extra mile. And how do I do that? It means I'm going to have to look for a higher standard and start gauging myself and weighing myself against the backdrop of that higher standard. What if we had these guys in 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐭'𝐥𝐥 making these crafts to the standard required in the United Kingdom and exporting them? Then you're going to have someone who's involved in raffia craft earning in pounds sterling or in dollars. Do you understand what I'm saying? How far can your product go in the state that it is? How far? Step up your craft. Step up your craft. We had a lady in this church who now lives in Lagos. And we were up in Lagos in July, and she made something for my wife. I was blown away by the packaging, just the way this dress was packaged. I'm like, this person is ready for business in Lagos. Do you understand? Lagos is highly competitive. I mean, the competition there is next level. Next level. In Nigeria, when you talk about packaging, it's Lagos. I hope you know that. Oh, Lagos, Lagos. God bless Lagos. It is in Lagos that someone who has never been to the United States will speak in American accent that is beyond someone who's living there. Lagos. I kid you not. I kid you not. You hear someone talk and you think they live in Ikoyi, but where they live is Egbeda. I'm telling you, Lagos, and that's the culture in Lagos. That's the culture in Lagos. So if you're going to do something in Lagos, you have to be ready for battle. And she seemed to me battle ready because her product was good, the fabric was lovely, the sewing was, and she did not take measurements before making it, and it fit my wife, and she had to use it for an occasion in Lagos, and it fit very well. And the way she packaged it, I was impressed. Go next level. Okay. If there's any question, I'll take one or two, but that's the end of my class. Dr. Rooney, okay, if you have a question, let me see your hand up. That's number one. Anybody else with a question? Microphone, please. You have a question, that's number two. That's it? Okay, so number one. Doctor.
Good afternoon, Dr. Daddy. You said money is not success. Success creates money. You said, what then is success? You didn't tell
We can't hear you, even with the microphone.
You said that money is not success. Success creates money. And you were about to tell us what then success is, and you didn't finish that. So what then is success? Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I did. So I said in one of my books, I defined real money as an empowered resource in a man that can be manipulated at will to attract the rewards that you desire. So that is real success, the resource, an empowered resource on your inside. Because success always starts inside out. It's the success that forms on the inside that finds expression on the outside. So when you find that resource and it's heavily empowered, how is a resource heavily empowered? It solves problems easily, right? It solves problems, and it solves problems on a high level, solves problems on a high level. It can solve complex problems. It solves problems on large scale. Now, these are some of the characteristics of an empowered resource. So that kind of resource will attract a lot of money. If you lose all that money, give this person a little time, they will recreate it. So the real money is not what's in the bank. The real money is what creates the cash. Number two, happiness. Oh, okay. So some clarity for, I said the lady in Lagos didn't take her measurement but she just confirmed that the lady had asked somebody for her measurement. So I just needed to clear that. All right.
Thank you, sir. You said something about packaging. I think that was the fourth point. And I know that it is easier to package products, but when it comes to services, especially for a beginner in business, how, okay, let me just be, I'm a stylist, I make hair, and I'm very enthusiastic about hair care. And so if I'm going to want to consider packaging or trying to present my services excellently, when I think about it, I come short of options. So if you could just help to...
While you were talking, the moment you said you were a stylist, I caught some people turning back to look at your hair. They've just answered you. They've just answered you. Now, so for a service, remember we taught here one time that people buy into the seller before they buy into their product. It's a basic law in marketing psychology. People buy into you, then they buy into your product. So if it's not something, yes, you're a hairstylist. If it's not like you're selling those products used for styling, it's just you styling people's hair, how do you package? Then that's going to have to be you. So you're going to have to be smart. You're going to have to talk like you understand people's hair. You're going to talk to me, talk about different textures of hair and different kinds of treatments. You're going to also stand like a consultant. Do you remember we said that people are more likely to commit their money to you when they see you as a consultant rather than someone who wants their money? And we defined in that context a consultant as someone who's highly knowledgeable in that thing. So let's imagine someone says, oh, my hair is tough, or my hair is this, I try to do this, and you start educating them on hair. And you tell them, this kind of hair requires this kind of treatment. You know, when you do this, do that, do that. Oh, come on. You just got the job. You just got the job. You know, and then as you're styling the hair, you're also giving them advice on how to maintain the hair. Guess what? The next time people, or when people like their hair, or people talk about problems with their hair, they're going to remember to recommend Happiness because of how you have presented yourself. So in that case, the packaging is you, the deployment of your knowledge, your skill, and of course, your own hair. Okay. What's your question? Last question.
I said, thank you very much, sir. There's a business I manage and supervise.
We can't hear you, sir. You were the one shouting here, just...
Okay, so there's a business I manage and supervise.
Amarachi, speak out. You was the one shouting Amarachi.
There's a business I manage and supervise. So last year, when I got in there, I decided to use this strategy you just told us about reaching out to very renowned persons. So we reached out to 4 persons, and we gave them free haircut, pedicure, manicure, home service. We went out with all our armors, everything that we gave them amazing service. And then, so something happened. After that, 2 of those persons brought their friends. And when the friend came to the shop, he said, I thought it was free. And my friend said that it was free. And so we decided to charge the friend, and the friend felt we were too expensive in Calabar, a salon in Calabar, you're too expensive. So, sir, how do we handle these people not being used to? And further telling people that the service is not, because when you give someone a discount, the person goes to tell another person, they'll give you a discount, and then the next person comes, and when you don't give this person a discount, it's like you don't.
Okay, so back to organizing your gifting. Number 1, there must be full disclosure. Every service has a price. When I was using barbing as an example, I said enumerate the different services and what the costs, what the prices of these things are, if you're giving someone something, it's called complimentary service. Let them know how much it costs, even though you're giving them complimentary. So if you're not telling them how much it costs, that is a problem. So even when you're offering complimentary service, let someone know what it costs, what the worth is. When you're giving someone a discount, you don't just say, oh, it's like this. Then later, you say, yes, it was like that because it was a discount. No, make the person know this is the price, and make your discount organized, right? If it's a promo, between this time and this time, there's going to be a 10% off, a 15% off, or if it's an executive discount, which happens everywhere around the world, you can get a manager's discount. Oh, that was a manager's discount, and make sure you tell the person, this is the cost of this service. But we are offering you maybe an executive discount or a manager's discount for this one-time purchase. They will appreciate the fact that this is the cost of the service and they got it at this price, and they are not going to go telling people that it is this price because you have already educated them enough to know that there was a 10% discount or a 20% discount. How you offer discounts also matter on certain levels of business. Don't offer discount like it's just something arbitrarily from your head. Okay, let's just see. Okay, just, no, don't do like that. Organize how you offer the discount. So we're giving you a 2% discount. We're giving you a 5% discount. It's a 20% discount. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if it's organized, if your dealings with your customer are organized, if your dealings are organized, then it becomes easy. So no one is going to go to their friends and tell them, who does pedicure for free? Do you understand? So someone opens a business and then you literally come sit down, do your toenails and say, I thought it was for free. No, it's not a serious person. No, that person is a joke. For real. Now, who randomly walks into a salon, sits down, get their hair made or their nails, and stands up and says, I thought it was for free? Nobody does that. It's ridiculous. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. It's like you're opening your restaurant and on this first day, maybe food is free, or on this first day, food is half price or something. Then someone comes the next week, sits, orders all kinds of stuff. He eats, and then they bring his bill and he says, I thought it was for free. You wash plates all night. All night. You're going to wash plates all night. All right, people.